SR93 Boxing, I'm back with a quick video. See, I've been very busy, so you have to excuse me for that. Otherwise, I'll be back on making many videos. But I'd like to drop in a quick video, try to make it as short as possible. Kell Brook initially was talking about trying to get the father testing to Errol Spence, and there was certain signs that made people think Errol Spence was on something. I'm not saying whether he was or not, and I'm not saying that introducing father testing is a bad thing or a good thing, and it never created any hassle. Eddie Hearn came out saying that Errol Spence has signed up to the father testing. This is all good, but just the thought of this fuckboy fighter Kell Brook. I like Kell Brook as a fighter in the ring. He's a good fighter in the ring, but why I'm still pissed off? Because some people might be thinking, oh, why are you pissed off? He's taking the Errol Spence fight, right? I said this before the Errol Spence fight took place. He's gonna take the fight because he's forced to. It's like he has no other way but to take the fight. If I have no other way but to not steal, let's say I was a thief, a serial thief or something. If I was in a situation where there's no way I can steal without people not knowing, and I knew that, I would not steal. But then when I get an opportunity again, I would steal. Isn't that obvious? Like, if you I don't know how to explain it, like it's like for example, and I'm not trying to be religious here, I'm just trying to set an example. Let's say two people know each other, okay, and they both come from religious families, whatever religion it may be, and sex before marriage is forbidden in most religions. Now, I'm not trying to promote religion in this video, I'm trying to give an example so you understand. Imagine in this case, sex before marriage is a bad thing. Just take it as a bad thing in this case. In this example, let's just say these two couples have been fucking before marriage. And guess what? If they're in a situation somehow where they cannot fuck without getting away with it, then they won't fuck after, when they go around, get past the situation where they can get away with where they can't get away with fucking, they'll be back onto fucking. So Kell Brook, trying to fight Errol Spence, it means nothing, because it just initially I knew what I saw. Kell Brook did not want to fight Errol Spence, and this fight, when it's over, Kell Brook will be back in a situation where he can live off this win, and he'll be back on fighting bumps. That's Kell Brook. Because it's very hard to force someone the way that Kell Brook was forced to fight a good fighter. If someone like a Danny Garcia, someone like a Keith Thurman, someone like a Sean Porter, someone like a Amir Khan, we know they're going to fight good fighters on a more consistent basis. I'm not talking about tune-up fights. Okay? They're going to fight good fighters on a consistent basis. Now, Kell Brook, on the other hand, he's going to fight bumps as much as he possibly can. So for someone to say, oh, he's taking the Errol Spence fight, why is people why is people still pissed off and making excuses and shit? Because he was forced to fight Errol Spence. He'll be back on fighting bums. But and here Errol Spence is accepted VADA testing, and I'm okay with Kell Brook doing the drug test. If anything, I'm actually happy, because let's say Errol Spence could be taking drugs. Who knows, right? It's good to keep the sport as clean as possible. But the way he went about, it's like I can just imagine him doing, because he did not want to fight Errol Spence, right? As I said. Therefore, and that, like, oh, like, because that, all that shit amplified. He wanted to fight all these mandatories, but he didn't want to fight no Errol Spence. He had no problem fighting these Jojo Dan, Kevin Busy, or Frankie Gavin. But all of a sudden, Errol Spence came about. He's like, he went up to fight Golovkin and shit like that, and he's like, Errol Spence, this and that. But then Errol Spence comes about. He's forced, and he's like, oh shit, oh, I'm finally gonna fight. Fuck this, and he's doing whatever he can to make it's just like as if he's scared. I'm sorry to say this. I'm actually happy that he's taking he's got this VADA programming thing on for this fight. But it's just Kell Brook doing all this shit. You can tell he's scared as fuck. I think he'll beat Errol Spence, but I think he knows that this is a risky fight and his time. If he's not careful, his time is coming. Man, it just seems so funny. It's like Kell Brook's nightmares coming true. He's trying to put all these obstacles to kind of make it difficult for the nightmare to come. This shit is funny, man. Look, Kell Brook winning is not good for boxing. It's good for British boxing, but it's not good for boxing in general. Errol Spence seems to be the one who's willing to fight good fighters. I mean, I guess he has nothing to lose fighting these good fighters, but at the same time, Kell Brook, he has more to lose. Now, at least, he built up a certain profile of him. But I mean, I don't know who I'll be rooting for. Who I'm rooting for is not same as who I think will win, but it is like I'm just saying like who I want to win, and I'm not sure who I want to win. I think Kell Brook obviously is from the UK, but why is Kell Brook from the UK, and why is he so good in the ring, man? It's crazy, man. When you see good fighters being a total bum fighter, man. Bum fest. His resume is a bum fest. But yeah, man. Let's see what this bum fighter does, man. March 27th, they're talking. Let's see, man. Let's see what this bum-fested bum fighter does. I'm SR93 Boxing. I'm out.